Hello and welcome to Wireman's Whimsy. I'm Lorraine and today we are making this Celebrate Sunflowers card using one of the new stamp sets available June 3rd. It comes with a set of dies as well, and that's how we're going to cut out the detail on here. The dies come with an outline die and the detail die. I've used the new adhesive sheets to create a sticker with the detailed die, and I'll show you how that works in another video, but I've already done it here and I'll show you how it comes out. What it means is it basically turns your die cut into a sticker so that you don't have to use the fine glue to stick it down. You don't have to wait for drying time. You just run it through, peel it off, put it on your card, and you're good to go. So we're using a card base in Granny Apple Green. We need a 5 1/4 by 4 card front. We need a 1 inch by 3 3/4 piece for the greeting along the bottom. To cut out the edges, we'll be using the new punch that has got 2 different labels that you can make and 3 different sizes of label that you can make with each of them. I've already done some of the work so that we can just move quickly. There's several steps to this card. There's the card base in the Granny Apple Green, then there's the card mat. We're going to use Mango Melody to stamp the background sunflowers and to stamp the larger sunflower here. I've already used Granny Apple Green to stamp some of the leaves, and then we'll use the die to cut out the larger image. So you need a scrap of white as well to be able to stamp the larger die on. But to start with, we'll use the small sunflower stamp, and we'll go through and just randomly put sunflowers in the background. We can leave the spot in the middle because we are going to be covering that up with the larger sunflower. So we just place them however we like. And that's our background done. We'll use the Granny Apple Green to stamp the greeting, "Let's Celebrate You," onto the piece we're going to trim the edges of. And you just center it, and there you go. So to use this punch, you open it up, and I always punch from the back so that I can see how things are lining up. You just put your piece of paper in, you line it up with where it's even for the ends of your paper, and sometimes it just needs to wiggle a little bit, and then you punch, and that creates your decorative edge. Again, we're just going to slide it in, line it up, and punch. Okay, we'll take a sponge dauber in the Mango Melody and just run it along the edge just to add some color. And you don't need a lot of ink on the dauber, like one kind of pounce into the ink pad and you can do the whole edge all the way around. Now to do the flower, the larger flower, we just take that larger die and we run it in the Mango Melody. Good coverage. You just stamp away to make sure we do have good coverage, and we do. So then I'm just going to stamp it down. Now we need to run it through the cut and emboss. So I'm going to put that one in. The dies are really easy to line up. Although it doesn't look like it, but on this one, there's a very distinct outline, and you can line it up on your magnetic platform just like that. I also need to cut out one of the leaves, so I'm just going to use the outline leaf die, and I'm going to line that up, make sure everything's still aligned, sandwich it in, and we'll run it through the cut and emboss, and then we will bring it back. So we get that kind of double impact, and it cuts everything out very nicely. So there, we need 6 of these leaves. I've already taken out 5, and there's the 6th one. And there's the flower. What we do now is we take the detail die that I've already cut out with the adhesive paper, and we just start to peel up the outline, which is what we want. If you do it this way, then most of the bits from between the stems or the spines of the flower come out. So what you get left with is the plastic backing of the adhesive sheet, and this is adhesive, like it's sticky. So you've just basically made a sticker. And you line this up with, again, the way the shape of the outline is. Try and line it up in a couple of spots and then just press it down. And it basically creates the outline. You don't have to wait for the glue to dry. What you can do is you can take your base that you made and you can adhere it to your card back or to your card base. Now, this is where my larger flower is going to go, so I'll put that towards the top. I just line this up, put it down. I'm going to dimensionalize the flower. Just to give it a bit of pop. And sometimes the backings work with you, and sometimes they just argue with you. So, and then we place that down. Just a little off-centered there. The leaves I'm going to glue down using adhesive, 2 leaves per set. And then we'll dimensionalize the other leaf over top, just to give it, again, a bit of dimension. And it's okay if the leaves come out over the edge of the mat. It just adds interest. So then I'm going to dimensionalize these leaves. Just 1 dot on each of the back is good. And you just slide that in and dimensionalize it. And you can already see the definition popping up. We're going to dimensionalize the greeting as well, and then we're all done. And that's using one of the new sets that's available on June 3rd, the Celebrate Sunflower set. And it also uses the new adhesive sheets that are coming out as well. So there we go. There's the Let's Celebrate You card. If you'd like to purchase any of the items in the demo today, you absolutely can using the links below. And I hope to see you next time. Thank you very much.